Good morning. Thank you so much for joining with me. We are in the workbook for students of A Course in Miracles, and we are on lesson 277. Go ahead and sit with your back supported, head and neck free. Let's start with a big inhalation through the nose. And as you exhale, feel all the tension leave your body. Go ahead and repeat that, breathing with deep breaths as I read. Lesson 277. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Your son is free, my Father. Let me not imagine I have bound him with the laws I made to rule the body. He is not subject to any laws I made by which I try to make the body more secure. He is not changed by what is changeable. He is not slave to any laws of time. He is as you created him, because he knows no law except the law of love. Let us not worship idols, nor believe in any law idolatry would make to hide the freedom of the Son of God. He is not bound except by his beliefs. Yet what he is far beyond his faith in slavery or freedom. He is free because he is his Father's Son, and he cannot be bound unless God's truth can lie, and God can will that he deceive himself. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. As we move into a silent meditation, use this lesson or a mantra of your choice to help release all other thoughts. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. Go ahead and keep your eyes closed. This is reading by Ken Wapnick. This is commentary from Journey Through the Workbook of A Course in Miracles. Lessons 277 and 278 are a dyad dealing with the familiar and biblically related theme of binding and loosing. When we bind another, we bind ourselves and ultimately bind God, at least in our dream. The laws to which Jesus refers are the body's laws of specialness, particularly the law of one or the other. I bind and imprison you by giving you my sin, thereby hoping you will remain in prison until God finds and punishes you for your sin. In doing so, I have the illusion of being free. Earlier in the workbook, Jesus explained that the jailer is imprisoned as much as the prisoner, and that's lesson 192. Though each is on opposite sides of the bars, both are confined by the prison of sin. If I accuse you, I want to see you imprisoned in sin. Yet I continually have to project mine onto you in order to keep you there. This patiently imprisons me by sin, for I am myself bound by the need to project, attack, and bind. The ego's idol of specialness says my happiness is found at someone else's expense. Again, if I bind you, I am free. That's what the ego says. By supporting your tale of woe, I say, you poor, poor dear, you are bound by these terrible things that have victimized you, over which you have no control. Of course you feel terrible. Anyone in your situation would. Yet all I really do is teach that you are right in believing you are victimized by something outside yourself. Needless to say, I am teaching myself the same thing about the mind's impotence. Jesus, however, wants me to teach instead that you could share the peace that is mine in the holy instant. This will remind you there is another choice available to you, and if you are unhappy, it is due only to your mind's prior choice to see yourself as separate from your source, victimized by sin, yours or another's. So let us teach each other we are bound only by our mistaken choice, easily undone when we realize how wrong we were. For God cannot be wrong about His Son. Lesson 278 will take this principle one step further. There is no security. My body is not safe by attacking you. Let me not bind your son with laws I made. I thank you so much for joining with me in this lesson today, lesson 277. I wish you a most beautiful day or evening, and I will see you tomorrow. I love you. Thank you.